Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now today I went to the mailbox. There's two things that I was expecting to find. There's one thing that I did not get. I'll be talking with them or emailing them, which is my Thrill Club. I'm supposed to receive at least two hard book or two titles. Here's my little girl, Cass. Welcome to the world, the viewers, subscribers. Her name is Cass. She's the love of my life. And she's very spoiled. That's the way I like it. She loves it too. So her name is Cass. Anyway, without further ado, I'm not sponsored. Okay? I'm not sponsored. This is because I like getting the books. So this is from the Book of the Month Club, right? So my unboxing and my unveiling of what I got was the book that I got. I'm going to enjoy reading it after I get done watching Misery. Reading Misery. Sorry. Reading Misery. I'm almost halfway done with the book itself. I enjoy the book. Trust me, I enjoy the book. We'll see what happens. Are you ready? I think you see it already. I kind of do on the bottom of the screen. Yup, I got that book too. I'm finding out that I read about, on average, 22 pages a day. And next, I wanted this when I saw a little interview from the author, and I wanted to see what it really was like. And the person, she won an award for this. Are you ready for it? It's kind of like Academy Awards or a Book with Awards, right? So, without further ado, are you ready? By Britt Bennett. Can you believe it? I'm going to enjoy reading this book. I really am. The title alone, plus the summary of it, and the interview from her, I just, wow, wow. And I started Book of the Month Club back in, I think it was in June. It was a very hard time in my life. I thought I was having a stroke, so I went to the ER, and the person that got me hooked on Book of the Month, or at least introduced me to that club, was Gabby from Gabby Reads. You know, shout out to you, girlfriend. You definitely, thank you. I want to say thank you. A number of reasons why. Number one, you got me back into reading. Number two, I love your energy, enthusiasm with your videos. But most of all, you bring life into what you read, what you watch. Even I just saw that today. You actually review movies too. You actually bring your subscribers, your viewers, your audience into your life, which I think is awesome. You know, I really do. But now, as far as these three books, I'm not sure when I'll be able to read them, but we'll do our best. Prime, right? Oh, how do I open you? Here, let's. Because these are, I have Prime membership, so I get all shipping for free. Yay! Right? I'm trying to open this. I'm not having much luck. Oh, wait. Okay. Now this book, it is a book, right? This book, okay, I listened to it on audio through Audible from Amazon. It's based on a true story. I feel for him. I really do. I really feel for him. But by far, this book, I'm listening to it when I'm at work. I work from home. So I'm listening to it while I'm working, and I'm like, wow. This book I've never, ever, ever experienced the like of. I've heard people swear and in movies. I've seen people swear in movies. I've read people swear, but nothing when it comes to real life, right? So, I think you saw it. I kind of did. But are you ready? Are you ready? Are you? This book, as I mentioned, it's based on a true story. And the contents, I've seen the reviews itself and the book itself. It's like, oh my God. If you don't like the profanity, then don't read it. That's my blunt point of view. If you don't like it, stop. Just like if you don't like listening to something, don't listen to it anymore. Click off. You know what I mean? Bye-bye. But honestly, when it comes to, like, for instance, me and romance books or something like that, I mean, if I really don't want to read it, I'm not going to. No. But anyhow, without further ado, yes, if you tell. If you tell. I was listening to this on audio, and by all means, I had to get it. I had to get it. Why? Because I want to read it. I've never, ever in my history, ever read a book that I listened to first. This will be my first. Okay? My first. So the synopsis of this book itself is, the author is by Greg Olson. He's he's the crafter with all of this. So it's a true story of murder. I can't even read from that. Can I or not? I can't read that small print. So it's a true story of murder, family secrets, and the unbreakable bond of sisterhood. And trust me, oh my gosh. So here's the synopsis of it, okay? After more than a decade, when sisters Nikki, Sammy, Tori, and Kanotek, I would pronounce it Notek, but the Audible person, she pronounced it Kanotek. And I love her voices. I love her extremism when it comes to the people in the material. So they hear the word mom. It claws like an eagle's talons. And if you've ever seen, I mean, once upon a time, I was studying to become an interpreter. Me. Anyway, the first story, the first story that you learn is the talons of a bird, right? Of a bird. So again, it claws like an eagle's talons, triggering memories that have been their secret since childhood until now. Until now. 4 years behind the closed doors of their farmhouse in Raymond, Washington, their sadistic mother, Shelley, subjected her girls to years of imaginable abuse, degradation, torture, and psychic terrors. Honestly, if this couldn't be made up, I would hate to live the life myself. Through it all, Nikki, Sammy and Tori developed a defined bond that made them far less vulnerable than Shelley imagined. Even as others were drawn into their mother's dark and perverse web, the sisters found the strength and courage to escape an escalating nightmare that culminated in multiple murders. Wow. Harrowing and heart-rending, if you tell, is a survivor story of absolute evil and the freedom and justice that Nikki, Sammy, and Tori risked their lives to fight for. It's not a tale. It really isn't. I understand where the author is coming from, or the person that wrote the summary of it, or the synopsis of it, but it's not a tale. It's what happened. But I understand where they're coming from also. It's a description of what happened. Sisters forever, victims no more. They found a light in the darkness that made them the resilient women they are today. Loving, loved, and moving on. Well, anyone that's been through a traumatic situation in their life, number of traumas, what have you, they'll understand this. I personally understood where they were coming from. You know, I come from a troubled past. I come up from a traumatic past, you know, of assault, you know, trauma, you know, that sort of thing. And, you know, the psyche has so much to it that it can trigger. You know, a lot of the stuff that I listened to with this book triggered a lot. It really did. When it comes to whether it be rape, incest, murder, whatever it might be, whatever trigger you might have, this might, the contents of the book, whether it be audio or reading it, it might trigger that. I know it did for me. But why did I get it? Because, honestly, I have it on audio. You darn better believe I'm going to get it in a book. So, that's that. Tune in to watch more. Bye, lovelies.